exploding. We should get out and go.
Oh, you're on.
Since we just got here.
Hi.
Hello.
So we aren't ready. We literally just slid in the door after being stuck in traffic, which is why we are moving.
Yes.
It took us an hour and hour and a half to take a
35-minute trip.
30-minute trip.
Yeah.
All right, guys, today I got a new contraption.
Those Living on a Dime people are live.
Oh, I love them.
They're awesome.
That lady, she's just like me. She just hollers at everybody to tell them to get their act together. I just love her. All right, today we are going to start the new contraption. What do you think? Do you think Mom should try this new contraption?
Can you see the new contraption, Dave?
I mean, it's
Okay, pull the new contraption around.
Oh, nobody can see the new contraption.
Oh no, one can see.
Okay, show them the new contraption.
It's dusty. Let me.
Well, so the new contraption was supposed to be tested 3 weeks ago.
Technically, yes, but
But that was the day we ran. Oh, look, it has a handle.
oh, it has good.
Ooh.
Oh,
But that was the day that we were running up to Wyoming to buy our house. So we're a little late, aren't we? All right, guys. Today I'm testing out the Big Boss air fryer.
Also, may I note that this is white in this picture and it's red in this picture. I think we got scammed.
No.
What? Jack is here to make sure that Mom, who doesn't read the directions, doesn't cook it with the manuals inside.
Mom does not believe in directions, does she? All right, we're going to test out the Big Boss air fryer. What we're going to make is my Parmesan chicken, which is in volume 2 of Dining on a Dime, which has sold out. But I'm adding ranch dressing to the Parmesan chicken, which is in volume 1 on page 207 right there. Volume 1, our financial planner, and our gluten-free book. This ranch dressing is also in our gluten-free book, are all 50% off right now, guys. Go grab them. We got about, I think, 100 financial planners left, and we are not reprinting the financial planners. This one's going out of print and only going to be available in ebook. We have about 1,000 gluten-frees, and then we have about 500 volume 1s. So we're getting down, guys. If you want a copy, 50% off. We don't normally do this.
Thank you for everybody who's been taking advantage of the sale so we don't have to move it.
We don't want to have to move it sale because that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of books. As a matter of fact, we've got 2 26-foot trucks already reserved and a 6x12 trailer, excuse me. And we still don't know if it's going to be enough. We're kind of wondering. All right. Are you going to be my assistant?
No.
What we don't know that
You're
Dave
fine.
and I were concerned about is it going to sound like a vacuum while it's running? We're not sure.
We have no idea
We will
what
find
this is
out.
going to sound like.
Wait, what do you mean? I was sure.
You said that you
This
thought the
thing.
sound was going to be too much.
This Big Boss.
No.
Okay, so for my ranch dressing, I got my garlic and my onion powder, and then I need my parsley. Where's my parsley? Okay, here's my parsley. Cayenne pepper, paprika. I got all my stuff out of order. Don't know where my cayenne pepper is, so I'll just use a little bit of Cajun seasoning and salt, pepper, and oregano. Okay, so I know I didn't get set up, guys. We literally just flew in from an appointment and we got stuck in traffic.
So, Marie, when you move, will you be selling more hard copy books or all digital? We will be selling more print books, but not for this.
Not for 50%
Not
off.
for 50% off. And it will probably be a month or two before we have books of the ones that we've run out of during the sale. Then we're having more printed, so it'll be a month or two after we move, before we would have more in stock.
It's looking like the end of August, the 1st of September.
Yep.
Is what it's looking like. Okay.
So if you want them, get them now.
Yeah. All right. Now, for the ranch dressing, I have So once again, guys, if you're wondering, Dining on a Dime Cookbook, page 207, volume 1, 50% off right now. Okay, so let's see. Let's just go down the list. Oregano, and then onion powder. It's funny because I have a friend who made this, and she said her daughter will only let her make this now, is the only kind that she will eat for ranch dressing. I was like, well, thank you. That's a big compliment. So, and I need to just make it more often. Honestly, I don't make it as often as I should. I don't know why I don't, because it's super easy. You just make up a big batch and just use what you need. All right, so we're going to try this. Jack?
Yes?
Do you want to look at the instructions and see how we cook
there's a
French
side problem with
fries?
that. I don't actually know where the instructions are.
They're right there.
Oh. I thought this was the recipe book.
No, I don't think so.
Well, this is in a different language.
It's in a different language.
This is a recipe book.
That's a recipe.
This is also in a different language.
Okay. Different language, different recipe book, and different language. Well,
Do we have
okay.
the box?
I have the box
Friture sans
somewhere.
huile.
You
Le
can choose the
délicieux
box.
goût de la friture sans frire.
Oh dear. So we have no recipe book. Okay,
If
so
you're
we
from
might
France,
as
I
well throw
apologize.
those away. Those aren't going to do any good.
For my very American sounding.
Okay, well, looks like we're going to have to wing it.
What size is the air fryer?
It looks
It's
simple
big.
enough.
I have no idea.
It looks like it would hold about 2 gallons of water.
Go on Amazon and look in our past
looks
orders
simple
and
enough.
see. It looks simple enough. Okay, so
Just turn these knobby things and it works.
You're the quality control department, Jack. You make sure that Mom doesn't blow up something.
Wait, are you frying like chicken wings?
well, I'm frying chicken breast.
Fried chicken?
Yeah, tenderloins.
Oh,
Suddenly
Okay,
Dave got
Oh.
excited. 16
Is it
quart
breaded
large,
chicken or
it
is it
says.
or what?
so this is 16
It's
quarts.
gonna be breaded fried, Jack.
Okay,
Hence the name.
so this will be exciting.
Jessica says the perfect machine for Tara. No instructions included anyway.
Well, they were included. Just we got it a few weeks ago, and we have no idea where the instructions are.
Wait, you,
Okay,
you literally just set it up and then you I did this before. It's just plugged in.
It looks like you just turn it on,
It
set
says
the
it's a
temperature, and
timer.
then this is.
Karen says her son does 425 for 15 minutes in case you need to know.
15 minutes? Wow, that's a long
I
time.
saw it took 2 hours to cook the roast.
Well,
Apparently.
Mom, if you want quality food, you gotta let it like marinate.
That's true.
Or
Okay.
do something first.
All right, Dave. So let's see how. Oh, guys, we only have 3 shows left, and then we'll be in the new house. Although that's not going to solve our problem for a little bit of space because we won't be able to get the new studio kitchen for probably 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, that's gonna take.
Yeah, when we're
But-
first there, we'll probably have to wing it first few shows.
Okay, so I'm dipping it in my eggs. Then I'm dipping it in my Parmesan.
Sure, it's not gonna explode like
Ranch
like
mix.
that happened that one time.
Can we just do
Well,
hangout shows for the first
The
few
other
shows?
air fryer.
I don't know. Can we do what, Dave?
We just do hangout shows for the first few shows?
Well, we might have to do hangout shows on the back deck while we're getting everything set up because the
Or
new
show
kitchen
off and-
is not conducive at all for doing cooking shows,
Yeah, everything's kind of inconveniently placed.
which is why
It's an awesome kitchen, just
it's
not quite
good
laid out
for
for
YouTube.
shows.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Getting all our chicken dipped. Now this Parmesan chicken recipe is in volume 2, which is sold out, but will be back in stock late August, early September. But the ranch that I used for this is in Dining on a Dime volume 1. Once again, I have
Wait, you put
five
ranch in it?
600 copies left. I'm not quite sure. I didn't look at inventory before we got on the show. Okay, ranch is great with everything. Don't we agree, guys?
I do not.
Maybe
Actually,
Jack-
Okay, so put the tray on there, Jack.
this or this. cover or
tray.
the
The tray.
yeah, this thingamajigger?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's not gonna work.
What do you mean? What?
Why?
Well, the French fries will fall through.
Isn't there
Wait.
another one of these?
Yeah, there's a basket. Where you put
It's
the
another
basket?
basket.
No, it's the.
Oops.
Did you want me to read the French
Okay.
directions? Basket.
Oh yeah.
Read the French directions.
Did you just throw the directions
Okay.
in the trash? Did you?
I think we just messed up.
You
Okay.
did. The fries are supposed to be in the basket, but then the chicken's supposed to be on top.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That makes.
So that's fine. We can adapt.
Or
Okay, so there we
You
go.
can put the
Or you
chicken
can
on the
put the
bottom
fries-
in that.
Okay.
See on this rack?
Okay, so the chicken down here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Only my mother.
Only your mother? What do you mean only your mother?
Well, we might.
Okay.
It out. I don't know.
All right, that's okay. A little
Chicken
Parmesan
wing.
will taste good on the
Jeff, are
French
those
fries.
instructions in the trash?
Huh?
Are those instructions in there?
No,
Those are
those are the
instructions.
recipe books. All in different languages.
Oh, they're all. Give me the French one.
No, it's just recipes.
I know.
No instructions.
Ben wants to read the
I just want to read the
Okay.
French one.
I don't know if this is
All
French.
right. So here we go.
If you know these are French, you can have it.
Your mom's saying, do I say get it together, people, at this point? Well, this is user's guide.
Okay.
It
Well,
does.
not in English. Okay.
Well, maybe
now,
Dad can translate it in French.
We're oops! Oh dear, sprayed the wrong way. Spraying it with cooking spray.
Maybe Dad can translate the
Moving the French fries around.
thing.
Oops! Oh, good grief. Okay. I don't know how much you're supposed to do these, spray these for the air fryer, but think that's good.
This fry didn't get any.
Okay, there.
Don't forget to salt it.
Okay,
But yeah, you might want to salt it.
salt it.
Or, well, can you
We'll
salt
try
it?
and
See?
salt it.
Well,
Does
it's gonna also
anybody?
salt-
Okay,
salt
guys,
the
comment and let me know if I'm doing this right.
The chicken already has salt on it.
Okay. Now,
Dad can translate the instructions.
all right, here we go. So I have the lid on. Now, what would this jobby be for?
Do we have that's for taking stuff out? Their tongs. Do we have
Oh,
the
they're tongs? Okay. Those
You
are
have
the
the
weirdest
box
looking
somewhere.
tongs I've ever seen. It's
And-
out in the garage somewhere if you can find
I
it,
know
but
it's the manual. I put it in there.
For those of
Okay.
you just joining us, we are trying out the Big Boss air fryer.
yes. Oh, we should get a link. We forgot to get a link. Okay.
I have a link.
You got a link?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it says French fries 450 for 20 minutes, chicken 375 for 35 minutes.
Marie says we should maybe take the label off.
Oh, really?
Well, if it gets to be
I don't think it
475
comes
degrees.
off. Well, we'll see. Okay, here we go. So let's do. All right, so if the French fries have to go for 450 and the chicken has to go for 375, maybe we should go for what, 15 minutes, like the viewer said? That would be good. And let's do 400, shall we? Okay,
Should I
Wait, you
leave the
didn't
camera on
put
there?
oil in there, did you?
nothing's happening.
She put spray stuff on there, yeah.
Nothing's happening.
It's ticking. We better stand back.
No, if it's
Okay.
if you did you already click the timer?
Yeah,
Oh mother.
nothing's happening.
I thought you have to click this down. There you go.
Oh, you did what?
You have
What did
to
you do?
Put the handle down.
Oh, yes, see right
that was
there?
in the instruction manual, which
Oh.
you guys do.
Which I didn't do. Okay. Now, just so y'all know, I am not getting paid by Big Boss to endorse this. I just thought it looked like a cool contraption. What?
Wow, it looks like a literal.
Oh! You might tell Jack we found the
I told you
manual.
instruction manuals were not Tara's forte. Those of you who have seen the
Okay. Now,
Mom just was not paying attention.
we found it.
Manual.
It was on the back.
So how do we know if it's working?
I think.
important safeguards.
Well,
Remove
touch-
label before activating.
Yeah,
the
it's
unit.
working. It's
Well,
really
it's
hot.
heating, but it's
It's
not.
It's hot.
I thought
Well,
it
it's
was
not
air.
making any noise.
Yeah,
It says
it
it
is.
should air.
Yeah, it's making noise. You can hear it.
Oh,
Oh, it is.
that is beautiful.
That's not very loud. That's pretty quiet.
So then this is
Wow.
the timer, and when this ticks off, then you're done.
The other one sounded like a tornado going on in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long are we doing it for?
Well, I think
15
this one's more
minutes?
like an oven.
That's pretty
Air
cool.
frying foods like French fries, onion rings, chicken, or fish. Use the mesh basket. Okay.
Well, but what do you do when you
Oh.
have chicken and French fries?
Yeah, there were mistakes made.
Mistakes were made.
Again, I thought there were two
Oh,
baskets, though.
God.
Place food to be cooked directly on rack or mesh basket. Oh, so you can do the rack. You've got it on the rack and the mesh basket.
Oh my
Wow.
Do you
God.
guys
Dude,
hear
we
that?
are-
Our computer's louder than this thing.
I mean,
That's 'cause
I'm
it was-
sold just on
That's
that.
because Dad's computer is.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's a little bit ominous that it's ticking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
making
it
a
is.
ticking noise
Everybody be
all the
quiet,
time.
Shh, so they can hear the ticking.
Should we hold the microphone up to it? Air fryer ASMR.
Well, I could literally pick up the microphone and just.
That is beautiful.
Stick it
And did you
next to
set
It's
the,
not noisy.
you
Just
set the temperature
The
knob?
ambient
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the ambient like whooshing sound combined with the ticking just makes it kind of ominous.
Wait, so if we just.
Suggested cooking times.
Dude, the refrigerator is louder than us.
Okay,
Oh my.
it cannot possibly be this
is
simple.
Chicken pieces bone in, $3.75 for 35 minutes.
Well, these are boneless.
Is boneless faster?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are you not supposed to cook boneless?
No, I'm sure you can.
Probably
Okay, guys,
can.
tell me
Yeah,
if you're
it's
not
been
supposed to
saying.
cook boneless. They're boneless chicken tenders.
No, I'm sure boneless is
Right, no,
fine.
you can't hear the feel of it.
Boneless chicken breast, thick or thin?
Thin.
That's
Thin. 400 degrees for 10 minutes from fresh or 13 minutes frozen.
What if it's semi-frozen? Do we do 11 and a
I'd
half?
say 11 and a half. Maybe 11 and 3/4.
You did get the temperature
Okay.
right. Ish.
I have to tell you, if it is this simple
Looks like
and
a
you
light
can cook
cook.
an entire dinner in this thing, I am sold already.
It says fries 450 in 20 minutes. Though.
Well, we'll see how this goes.
So do you need to grab the chicken out before the fries?
Well, maybe we do.
It looks
Well,
like
if
a
you
light
do-
bulb on camera.
You just lift the handle, and once you lift the handle, to lift the thing off.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so are there any comments telling us if we're doing this right or
It
wrong?
might take longer to cook because you need to preheat it. Did the people buying your house include a clause about tar burning down the kitchen?
Oh man, if my house, did you guys see how close that tornado was to our
A lot of
house?
people
I was
are
like,
saying-
if my house gets blown away, I'm going to be
A
ticked.
lot of people are saying we should have removed the label.
It's not hot.
Yeah, the
Look.
side was not very hot.
Oh, well, it is
Well, I
hot.
have
It's just
to
not
preheat.
burning,
Yeah, but I
burning
can-
hot.
But it's not
Maybe
going to
it's not
burn
all
the
the way warm
label
yet.
off, I don't think.
Yeah,
Do
mine
the
was like
instructions say remove the label?
Perhaps we should read. I wish there's
We
no
should consult the manual. Which you probably should have
Save
Maybe it
yard.
needs
earlier.
to pre-hurt.
Important
Maybe
warning:
it's
hot
preheat.
surfaces. Use some plants generates heat and steam may escape during use. Hot during
So-
operation retains some heat for some time after. Always use oven mitts when handling hot materials. So that was your first mistake. Unpack unit and remove all packaging materials. Thoroughly wash the glass bowl, plastic-based cooking rags, mesh basket, and tongs in soapy water and allow to dry completely. Scratch that one. It doesn't say about removing the label, but I have a feeling you should have.
It doesn't say it in the directions.
Should we remove
Yeah,
it
but you
now?
don't read them anyway, so how do you know?
Okay, now it's getting warmer.
Should we take
Quick
off?
assembly. Place a plastic base
Should
on
we
a
not
stable
just
heat-proof
take it
surface.
off
Do not place it near the edge of countertop or table. Place the glass bowl on the plastic base. Place the low and high cooking rates. Oh, racks into the glass bowl, so you can use the low and high. And
Please,
place
can you
the
turn the fan on though?
glass lid on top.
I
Okay.
think
So did we set it up right
Well,
though?
Someone made it sound like there should definitely be a fan, but
Well, there's a
there is
fan.
There is a fan.
Is it actually going?
Yeah, there's a
Yes.
fan running, but it's super quiet.
Yeah, you can. I can
Wow.
see the motor running,
looks like
Wow.
it's running pretty fast, but
wobbling like a fan.
yes, not very loud.
Open the glass. up,
Oh,
place cooking racks inside.
oh, it's doing
I see
something.
Sizzling.
Okay, Dave, can you
It's
zoom in?
sizzling.
Look.
No, I definitely can't because it's just a white blob on the camera.
Although no oil is necessary
Yeah,
to air fry
it's
food using this unit,
Can
you
they
may
see it?
use
It's
It's-
boiling.
Mom,
you may use a sprayer.
it's a white blob on the camera.
Look,
Oh,
look,
it is?
You need a better
It
camera.
looks like a light bulb.
You can't. This camera
Well,
isn't
what-
good.
can you take the camera off there and hold it up there, and it should adjust to the light inside there?
Okay, let's see.
We're
They
gonna do some
need
weird
to
stuff.
see. There's action happening.
Handheld.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Let's
Uh-oh.
see.
It's still blown out.
Yeah, it's still blown out.
Oh,
Okay.
there it's blown out.
Ah. Okay, so see it sizzling?
You can
It's
barely
sizzling
see it.
right in there.
Like we see it
Sizzle
sizzling.
happening.
Oh my goodness, I can't hold this still.
You're doing good, Dave. You're doing good.
Am I?
You got to show the sizzle.
I can't really.
Wow.
You
Can you
sort of
see the
it,
sizzle?
yeah.
I should wish you had a DSLR.
Okay, there you
You
go.
see it better
Dave.
on the left.
Ooh, now there's browning. Look at over here,
Oh,
Dave.
crap.
Now there's browning.
It'll adjust.
Look right here. Show the
Is
browning.
it bad that that one's
Whoa.
growing a whole lot more than the other
It's
one?
happening.
1, 2, 3, everybody.
Ooh. The magic is happening.
Ah.
Kim, hi from
Is it
UK.
concerning that these are browning more than the other ones?
Kim says I cooked using similar halogen over for a few years. Full UK roasts, Christmas dinner cakes. They're brilliant.
I've never heard of a halogen before.
Well, I
That's
think
what this is.
That's what this is?
It's
It's a
just a,
halogen and convection, whatever.
Oh, really?
see,
Yeah.
you need Jack to translate. Here, why don't you look in the directions? Here,
It's a
knowing Jack, all we have to do is. Got it?
sure.
I see the fan moving. Good job, Dave. Mike is desperately trying to read the instructions and nobody's listening. Yes.
I think instructions are overrated.
Wait
do
a
you
minute.
So what made you try this air fryer, Nebo? Let's know.
Okay, so you guys want to know why I bought this contraption? Because we're taking this YouTube course about a system to use on YouTube. See what I did there? And
It's more like a. It's like a. There's another word they use. I forgot.
Oh,
A tribe or something.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot.
we're taking this YouTube course on how to improve our YouTube channels, and there's another lady on there. You guys probably know her, Fabulously Frugal. Kathy, is doing air fryer videos, and they said get an air fryer that's clear so you can take video of what it looks like as it's cooking. I was like, well, that's a great idea, because I was wanting to do some air fryer videos, because I'm not kidding, we use the silly air fryer. One of our viewers sent it to me, a year and a half ago. But in the last year, it took us a little bit to kind of start using it. But in the last year, I'm not exaggerating. We use that thing probably 3 to 6, 8 times a day. I mean, like every person in the family
We loved
uses it.
It was fantastic.
We love it, and we use it
Uh,
all the time. So I thought for Living on a Dime and the new 5 ingredient channel, which, by the way, I'm sorry I haven't posted anything. I just have not had time to shoot any videos. I thought that would be great for. Oh, something's happening. Something's happening.
Actually, I was joking. The instructions. Oh yeah. Okay.
Why did the light go off?
probably hot enough. Probably reached the
Yeah,
temperature.
it's.
Normal ovens do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
How much was this air fryer? I shared the link for it. I don't recall what it says.
Oh, you
So
dropped a fry at the very bottom.
back to where I was. So I got it for cooking videos.
Oh, that smells good.
And it was only when I got it, it was like
Oh.
$56 or something.
Dude, that smells
I-
So really, it wasn't that much.
I did. Oh, I'm on the wrong account. It did
Wow.
occur to me that mistakes might have been made putting the chicken on the bottom.
Why?
Well, because
You know
fries are closer to the heat, unless the heat's going around equally everywhere.
Yeah, I think it's going.
I would-
It's supposed to be going around equally,
Okay.
I think.
Because I would think the fries would cook faster.
It's a test
Mom?
of
Yeah.
something.
So this says, keep unit out of reach of children. Before you use, check that voltage of wall outlet corresponds to what the one shown on the rating plate. Maybe.
I'm sure it does, Jack.
Oh, right here. Halogen light
And
will
then-
turn on and off during use.
And then it says,
What?
that says only place food in the thing
In
with
what?
the tongs.
Let's see. I was looking to
Well,
see.
Yeah, but you don't want to use this.
It looks like we paid $66 for it. Whoever was
No,
asking.
no, those
Oh,
tongs.
$66. I'm sorry.
Those tongs are used to grab the plate out, so that you don't have to touch it. Here, you want me to show you?
Like that?
No. Okay,
No,
we're
no.
pausing it real quick so then I can demonstrate.
Don't pause the.
Okay, well, hold on.
entire
Come over here so
thing.
they
Don't
can
pause
see
the
it.
entire thing.
Oh, you can open it while we're.
Oh, Oh.
Just pick it up.
Okay, hold on. While you're in there, let's stir the fries around a little bit.
But so you don't burn yourself picking up the metal plate.
Ooh, that's pretty handy. Okay, now let's go again.
As you can tell, I already messed with this.
Well, I didn't know you'd
For the
met. When
show.
were you messing with it? When
During
Mom
the
and Dad
moving
gone?
fiasco, or like the
During-
backing up fiasco.
During the packing up fiasco. So did you make something in it? It was totally clean.
No, I didn't make anything. I just messed with turning it on to see if it worked. Then I turned it on.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we did it right.
You think
It
we did
looks
it
like
right?
it's going.
Except for the fact that we're operating it near children without close supervision, but
Well, I think this is pretty close to
You're not a child anymore. You're 12.
Yeah, you're 12.
oh well.
Oops.
Now, it is warm. So while this probably wouldn't heat up your house as much as an oven, because it cooks a lot quicker,
Definitely does right.
I would say it's
What?
probably still better than using your oven.
Lisa says you need to use the metal ring to extend the heat source further from the fries.
What?
Oh,
What does that mean?
the metal ring is in the box, and we have no idea where the box is.
Oh, the metal ring is just right there.
Oh, it is.
This is the metal ring.
Oh.
What?
You put the metal ring on this, and then it
So it
makes
doesn't scorch
this
the
up.
fries because see they're already starting to get pretty dark.
Yeah.
No, this doesn't move.
Yeah, it does. It pops out. Mom, I
Except
messed
don't
with
touch
this.
the glass; it's really hot.
It pops out of there.
Ooh, now it's hot.
Man, it smells really good.
Whoa! Ow! Yeah, that is hot. Oh.
Wait, so this thing is supposed to move?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
can
you
pop
pop
out.
it out, and then you put the this setup here on top of the ring, so that it's higher up. So it doesn't completely annihilate the fries.
Yeah, but there's not. What does this sit on?
this ring.
Jack it on.
Oh, where's the instruction book? Is that what the instruction book says?
Yes.
Oops. I think Jack had it.
Book, not instruction book.
That's it.
Here.
No, this is the
Here, here.
recipe book.
Well, this says
Let me
recipe
flip the
book.
other
Find
side.
it.
Hi, Turid. We are attempting to use a new air fryer.
So.
This is it right here. And we
Oh,
have
wait, there's the extender.
we have Parmesan
There's no
chicken
pictures.
tenders in it, and we have French fries.
Oh, there was
Mm-hmm. When all else fails, read the directions. Yeah, the metal ring is for taller items. Although now that we've got it going, are we able to get it out? Probably not.
I don't know.
Now she wants the instruction book. Yes.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah. Somebody asked about where we're storing it, and that's the thing. We didn't.
Well,
we tended to not want
yeah.
to buy as many doodads because we just didn't have
So-
places for them.
So it says, just place the flat part of the extender ring over the glass's bowl lip, which is this. The extender has its own lip that will create a perfect seal.
Oh.
And then you can put this on top of it.
But what do you use
Oh.
the extender ring for?
Wait, you're
So you don't
saying
scorch the fries.
I wonder if they mean like a roast chicken.
you pop the ring off and stick it here, so then that's.
Yes.
So you could roast a chicken. You could do a small turkey in that thing.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
Oops. Oh, here it is.
So our new house doesn't have very much counter space. I'm not real thrilled with the kitchen in our new house. It's really nice, but it's not functional for show stuff. And
Well, it's not
so,
functional for show stuff, but it still has lots of counter space.
Well,
Well,
remember when I was
just
talking about how we could
sorta.
improvise it for now?
yeah,
Put a faux counter over the sink when we're doing the show.
yeah.
Because there's a sink that faces where the camera, like right in the middle of the part that we would normally like here use as the countertop.
Okay.
But there's another sink in the kitchen too. So I was saying we should make a fake countertop to set over it so that Tara can use it like she's using this until we build the studio. Studio, what?
Also, not much is happening in the chicken area.
Denise says Mike just said not to touch the glass. And what did Tara do immediately after he said that? She touched the glass. Jill, your daughter.
We're dinged.
That's
Except that's not done.
Well, yeah.
The fries are going to burn if we leave them in
So
much
we'll
longer.
turn it back
Say,
on
fries
again.
start-
Kathy says, thanks, Tara, for testing products for us.
Well, actually, I don't know. Okay, what do you guys think of this? I had thought about actually testing products and doing it on a non-sponsored video, I would buy the product. I would buy the product with my own money and test it out and see if this stuff works. That way, you know, it's a totally unbiased thing. Like this, they didn't send me one. I just bought it.
Just remember to read the instructions before you use it.
Oh, instructions, schmuctions. I don't do instructions very well. Okay, guys, while we're waiting for this to finish, just so you know, I made 3 batches of soap yesterday. This is it for soap. It will be, after this soap is sold out, it will be closed down until we get the new studio at the new house, which could be the beginning of next year. Who knows how long it's going to take. Ellie's moving in 2 weeks, and so we want it to get gone. These will be done a week from Friday. I think, did you get these listed, Ellie? Okay, 50% off, $50 or more. And she has some cute little soap dishes that she also has in stock that I keep forgetting. And I'll have her bring one up. She just walked in from work when she gets a chance. But this one's the lemon lavender, and it's aloe. It's lemon lavender aloe soap.
You know what's funny on the air fryer? If everybody's talking about the different kinds of air fryers they have, we had one that the kids and I really liked. You liked it too?
Mm-hmm.
And we were using it kind of like a microwave that would make things crispy. Yeah.
It would crisp stuff.
And the thing is, it was really loud, and so we expected this would be really loud too. But this is awesome. It's quiet. It's quieter than my computer.
I'm impressed. I mean, I don't like the fact that it's so huge, but at the same time, I could put a whole chicken in there. I'm thinking this might be a pretty cool thing to do.
Jennifer says, every time Dave or somebody gives you a clue that's in the comments about how this works, it's a collective, ooh.
This one is pure aloe that's unscented, guys. Pure aloe that's unscented. And I'm just going to sit here and cut soap. Goatmilkgifts.com. This is the last 3 soaps until we get the new studio. So it could be 3 to 6 months before we get the new studio built.
Ooh.
Just depending on how long it takes.
Steven super chatted $20, says money for moving. Thank you.
Aw, thanks. We'll use that for Wendy's on the way up there. To save mom's sanity on moving day. So it's kind of sad. We only have 3 shows after this left at this kitchen.
What? Leslie
Only
says
3
it would
shows.
be great if you tested multiple things in it and let us know how it goes. Give the pros and cons. I love the idea. What are your favorite things you make in your air fryer? Well, we are going to find that out.
So in our old air fryer, we would make stuff like, Jack, can you run down and get a soap dish out of the soap room so I can show them what it is? The old air fryer, which we just use to death. I mean, like I said, we use that thing multiple times a day.
But even so, isn't Ellie keeping it?
Yeah, and Ellie's taking it with her when she moves. That's why I wanted to get me a new one also, because I told her she could have that one. And so we make like French fries. I make chicken, French fries, chicken. Mike makes egg rolls in it. No, I mean the little soap dishes, the little wooden soap dishes. See if you can find them out there. And okay, so the fries are getting pretty crispy. So let's just do a little bit more here. Ooh, that chicken's smelling good.
I know that chicken's looking pretty.
Now this one is lavender goat milk, guys. Just plain lavender goat milk.
The chicken looks pretty
Yeah,
good.
Or is it something else?
yeah, that.
Oh.
Here's the soap dishes Ellie's got, guys. These things, I love these things. They are great.
Did you guys see the $20 super chat?
Yes. Marie said, Tara, you'd be proud of me. I went through my freezer and took out random veggie odds and ends and made a stir fry for dinner.
Good for you.
Nice.
Good for you. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. I thought about doing a moving meal planning video showing you the concoctions that we're coming up with for getting everything out of the freezer that we can. I pulled out the bread maker that I haven't used for 10 years. I know. What was I thinking? Pulled out the bread maker, and I've been making 2 loaves of bread every day.
She's trying to use all the emergency supplies of flour to like feed the neighborhood.
So I thought about doing that, but I don't know. What are some things you guys would like me to test? I mean, I know the air fryer and that kind of stuff, but what are some things you guys would like me to test? So while I'm waiting for that, this has been a very rough week for us. Now, I'm not going to say what happened, but we had the ambulance here on Saturday morning. That video, because that video is coming out on Friday.
I see. Okay.
And
It's a suspense thing.
so you'll have to watch the video on Friday. Then we had, this one's lavender mint, goat milk, lavender mint.
Oh.
So I guess I did 4 batches.
So,
I didn't do 3.
is that in the store?
Yeah, it should be. Goatmilkgifts.com, lavender mint. I think it's in there. I don't know. Need to ask Ellie.
Oh, I said Ellie's goat milk creams and soaps, but is Ellie's retiring from the soap?
Well, until she gets moved up there, but yeah.
And then it's switching
Or
back
if
to
she
you for
wants to.
now.
Yeah. Got to keep it in the family.
Speaking of Ellie, hello, dear daughter.
So let me know what you guys want for me to test stuff while I'm telling you my story. So this week, let's see, we had the ambulance on Saturday. And
The
then
fries are getting a bit.
maybe we should get a plate. You want to grab a plate? And then we had our truck, found out that it looks like our truck that we were going to drive to help move needs a new engine and transmission. We will see what the mechanic says for sure. That's just their guesstimate at the moment. So if you guys could please pray that the truck doesn't need a whole new engine and transmission and that maybe it's just a blown seal or something that's easy to fix, please. It's a 78 pickup, and yeah, and then our van needed about $2,500 worth of work done. So we've lost the van, and so now we're going to be down to 1 car. Well, we really didn't want to have to buy a new car before we moved because we're having to get a loan, and even though it's not for the full price, it still messes with the bank when you have to make a bunch of big purchases.
We should have taken the ring off so
So-
they could see better. It didn't occur to me that
The ring up?
you could have
Okay,
done that.
now,
More ring.
Praying now, Tara. Thank you.
thank you guys.
Actually, the one thing about the van is we sell it here. We were already thinking, how are we going to move all the vehicles up there?
Yeah.
Because somebody was asking if your mom is packing.
So then we were sitting and figuring out, and Mom she got home yesterday, and so she's packing up, and Mike and the kids in 2 weeks are going to go back, and we're renting a 26-foot van to put her stuff in, and then they're going to drive it to Colorado, and she's going to stay there and sell her house. And then we're going to fill up that 26-foot van and another 26-foot truck, I should say truck, with our stuff, which we really, really hope will fit, because right now we're not sure it's all going to fit. Actually, we're really concerned it's not going to fit. Okay,
We'll find a
here
way.
we go. The fries look finished. Okay, Dave, can you zoom in?
Not too. Wait,
Look
why are
at
you doing
that.
that? Wait, why aren't you grabbing it with the handle thing?
Okay, look at that.
No, you
Ooh, those look delicious.
Ooh.
Okay,
No.
I don't think I'm doing this right. Dave says I'm not doing this right. What am I to do? Like this?
Oh, you had to do that before you took it out.
Okay, let's try it this way. Okay, that's not real convenient for getting them out.
What you want to
Okay, so I guess I'll just throw that in the sink.
Wait,
I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'll finish cooking the chicken.
Actually, guys,
Okay.
Tara didn't tell
Here
the
we
whole
go.
story yet,
Taste
but
test,
we do
Dave.
have another plan. The pickup was Mostly if
Okay,
we were going
Jack,
to tow a
taste
trailer.
test.
They all done?
So we do have a
Zapping
plan. I
quite
think
looks
she's getting
done.
to
What's
that
our
point.
plan?
Well, we have the moving van. People were trying to get people to help us because the van won't get us up there, or the truck won't get us up there.
Oh, no, we rented
Mm.
2 moving trucks from U-Haul, but we're still not
Yum.
sure if that's enough room.
Yum!
Mmm,
Tastes like chicken.
that is good.
It tastes like chicken.
Wow, they're nice and crisp.
Yeah.
These are better than the oven.
Man, it didn't heat up the house as much either.
Mmm. These are really good. Well, how about it, boys?
You're gonna give it. So we're not quite in the. So I wonder if you should have started the chicken first.
I
And
don't
threw the
know.
fries on part of the way through. That's the kind of thing we learn, right?
So put the chicken
Let's
on
do
top of the
this.
fries.
Okay. Whoops.
Mm.
Oh dear, hold on.
The main thing with the truck is we didn't want to.
We'll do the rest of the fries because everybody will want some. Okay, so that's there. And then we dump the fries. Okay, then we spray the fries. Okay.
Don't forget to salt them.
Oh, and we forgot
Chicken's
to
actually
salt the
looking like
fries.
it's starting to get cooked. Also, there's a fry in the middle of the chicken.
Uh-oh, that's okay. Okay, and then we're cooking again. Okay.
Common Sense University, you didn't. Well, you missed something, but not really that much. It's pretty much the same. We're making Parmesan chicken tenders in this new air fryer, and it's an experiment, a la the Instant Pot experiments. Although so far it's going a little bit more successfully than the Instant Pot.
I would say it's doing pretty good, actually.
And as far as our packing, a lot of people are asking about how the packing's going. Tara's been listing a lot of things that we're getting rid of, and that's my favorite part.
I've made like $1,000 off of Facebook Marketplace so far, selling our stuff. And so I have more I listed today. But the packing's going pretty good. I got most of it packed up for showing the house. And now we're just kind of waiting on for, you know, like the 2 weeks before we move, then getting all the kitchen stuff and all that, because we're trying to shoot some cooking videos before we leave, if we can, next week and the week after, to get ahead on those. But
It's been crazy here. We've also been getting books to the printer because we realized if we sell them all before we go, then we're going to need to have some coming at the new place.
we're going to have no inventory when we get there. So Mike's been working really hard on that. And then we got the U-Hauls reserved. We close on the 14th, hopefully. And then on the new house, we close on the 16th. And then we're going to clean the carpets and move in on the 17th at the new house, hopefully. So that's the plan at the moment. We are waiting for the VA appraiser on this house. That's the last big hurdle that the sellers got, or the buyers got their house under contract, just like we did, because this market is just hopping crazy. And let's see, what else? This is the Living Lavender, guys. One more time, goatmilkgifts.com, 50% off, $50 or more. And we are closing the store until we get the new studio. So this is it for a while if you want some soap. And then to make matters even more hectic, Mike and I have been taking this YouTube class that takes about 2 hours a day worth of work. And then we've been heading up to Fort Collins every day for 3 hours to go get our brains zapped. And so we've been doing our brain zapping for 3 hours a day. Well, only 20 minutes, but by the time we drive up there, do it, and then come home, it ends up being 3 hours. Or like today, it took us 4.5 hours because we got stuck. And of course, they have construction like 3/4 of the way, so the traffic is just a nightmare. Today, we were reconfirmed, weren't we?
Oh, man.
For what?
Why we're moving.
It was totally nuts.
The highway was just stopped. So Mike and I were like, we have to be for the show in an hour and 10 minutes or 20 minutes, something like that. So we were like, okay, so we headed which direction? Let's see. We headed west first. No, we headed east first, past I-25. Got past the I where they were just at a standstill. Started going, got halfway down a road that should have gone pretty much all the way through, almost. The road was just completely closed. So then we had to head clear back east over I-25 again, west, back over I-25. Then we go and the road is closed again. So we finally make it to Loveland and we head back across I-25 again. And now we're headed south and the road is closed again. Like every road is just completely closed. So then we head back and I'm like, okay, we're far enough now. We can just make it on the frontage road the rest of the way home. He's like, okay. The frontage road was closed. I'm not kidding.
We had like 4 or 5 major detours and we went zigzagging across the interstate 3 times.
We went 5 miles to the east, then 4 miles to the west, then 5 miles to the east, then 3 miles to the west. It was insane. We were confirmed why we're moving.
Marie, we did call pods actually because we wanted to load it. I wanted to load some early and get it out of here so that we wouldn't have to think about it later. But they don't deliver to the majority of Wyoming.
Yeah.
They would go through Wyoming to Montana, but that wouldn't help us.
Yeah.
So I was surprised because we've used that before. A lot of people are asking you, what is brain zapping? It's kind of
It's brain
electric
zapping.
convulsive shock. Just kidding. That's what it sounds like the way you say
electric
it.
chair and then
So you sit down in this chair and they put this alien looking like thing on your head, like they're sucking your brains out of your head.
Did you make a video about that?
Not yet. I'm going to wait and see if it actually works. And then we can take it off on our taxes.
Well, there you go.
And so, I have just been so unmotivated to do anything. Thank you. Can't get myself to function. My fire mouse has been driving me crazy, and it's called TMS, and I don't know what it is. It's magnetic something or another, but it's called TMS. And they put this thing on your head, and a magnet zaps your head for 20 minutes.
Magnetic stimulation.
Yes.
Say it again.
Transcranial magnetic stimulation.
Transcranial magnetic stimulation. There you go. And so I was hoping it would perk me up. Well, I started noticing within the first week that I was actually starting to feel better and that my fibromyalgia wasn't as near as bad. And I actually cared if I got out of bed. So I was like, well, okay. Well, so then I was looking at it a little bit more. And you have to go every single day for 4 to 6 weeks. Every day for 4 to 6 weeks, Monday through Friday. So for us, it's a 30-minute to an hour drive, depending on traffic, up to Fort Collins and then all the way back. So it's a commitment for us to do this. But I was like, well, it's worth it. Well, so anyway, I was looking and they said that it helps with anxiety and stuff. It's not FDA approved for that, but over in Europe, they've been using it for. And the love of my life has been driving me bonkers with this move. I love you.
See, I feel that, but I don't say it. The love of my life has been driving me bonkers this move too.
And I was like,
sorry, mother-in-law dear, but
so I thought, well, wait a minute, maybe this would help. Mike does not move well. He goes into moving PTSD. I don't blame him, just saying what happens. And so I thought, well, maybe this would help Mike. So we researched it a little bit and he's given it a try. Well, now you've only had 2 treatments so far, but
well, after the first time, I thought it had done something. So here's the thing. I'm kind of suspicious about a lot of the things that Tawra has tried because people, when you have a chronic illness like Tawra's chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia, all kinds of people say they have some magic bullet thing that cures everything on earth and they're going to cure you. And we've seen over the years, first of all, we haven't done that many of those things. But a few of the things that Tara tried, I realized they're scamming her, or at least I thought so. And so on this one, when she mentioned that, I thought, okay.
Well, I don't know if they were actually scamming me or they just didn't work.
Well,
There's a
I think maybe
difference.
they believe in something that's not real. So on this, when she told me about it, I went and I looked online to see, and Mayo Clinic had said that it's, I think they said 50% of the people had almost complete recovery from, was it fibromyalgia or one of the things that she had?
Yeah.
And or just depression. I can't remember what it was. So I'm not a medical person, by the way. So if you're thinking about that, go look it up yourself. But then I thought, okay, maybe this is something legit. And as far as the price that it was, I thought, well, for Tara particularly, if it made her better, it would be worth it. But then I went because it can be used.
It could be used to treat PTSD, which Mike's been diagnosed with.
I think it's FDA approved or something for depression.
Yeah.
But PTSD, they don't, or anxiety. It was anxiety that I was thinking I was going in for, but they told me it was PTSD. So, so that's the treatment that they're having me do. And I was trying to be optimistic about it, but also I'm a little skeptical about any kind of treatments that are different. And after the first time, I slept great for the 2 days since then. And there are a lot of symptoms I've had, like waking up at 3 or 4 in the morning and then having dark spiraling moods while I'm laying in bed, not being able to go back to sleep, and just my brain just goes on stuff like that. And I didn't have that for 2 days. Now, it's only been 2 nights, so I'm not 100% sure, but I was kind of positive that I haven't had 2 nights of that kind of sleep in a very long time. So it made me think it seems like it could be that.
Well, and this whole move, he's been like, ah! But the last 2 days, he's actually been pretty calm. So I was impressed.
Thank you, Tracy. Actually, I think, I don't know, there are a lot of reasons why moving drives me nuts. Partly,
You don't handle change well, which is
I
fine.
like adventure and I like spontaneous things, but in like regular life situations, I like kind of reliable in the sense that when I look for something, like if I was a blind guy, if you were a blind person and you think, I like to have things where I know where they are, and I like that kind of thing. So even though I'm not blind, it's like that for me, where it's kind of nice to know this is the way things are arranged and this is kind of home. Now, as far as, I don't have to have that kind of reliability out and about. So like if we're traveling or something, I'm happy to just suddenly change the plan today. But it's moving where everything in the house moves, and then suddenly I feel like everything's upside down.
But he grew up in a very abusive, chaotic home. And so that's why he likes to have things calm and not changing, because he grew up where it was just total chaos all the time, and he never knew what was going to happen or that kind of thing from, abusive parents. So that's part of the reason why. Well, this is supposed to retrain your brain so when something happens, it doesn't trigger an anxiety attack or that type of thing when you have something like that happen.
Yeah. Well, and another thing that for me, it's partly the change part, but also everyone gets a little more crazy, and there's like a lot of urgency to do things, and it just feels like a lot of pressure that way. And I've come a long way on a lot of those mental things, but sometimes moving is one of those things that kind of pushes the envelope.
But you've come a long way from when we were first married.
Yes.
You've come a long way from when we were first married. So
yes.
You can't discount all that other stuff you did, because it really helped, I think.
Well, thank you.
You're just tweaking.
Okay.
You're just reprogramming the neurons.
Jennifer says, anxiety is about control for me. Trying to control things makes my anxiety worse. But then incidentally, I think that's the case for everyone with anxiety. But then my anxiety about things being okay makes me my control tendencies go nuts. It's a cycle. I'm a work in progress, just like you, Mike. Yeah, the thing about anxiety is I think it's trying to control. I think the majority of people that have anxiety, it's trying to predict and control all the outcomes that are potentially going to happen but aren't actually happening. And it's interesting because I remember there was a time when I was in counseling and the counselor was explaining that to me. But basically, a normal person who's not anxious it deals with things as they come and has to solve all the problems that actually happen to them. But people that are struggling with anxiety tend to try to predict all the possible outcomes in the future and prevent them from happening. The problem is you're trying to solve 100 times as many problems as a normal person, and it makes your brain tired. It makes all of you cranky.
Amen.
And the thing is, we're really not supposed to be anxious about anything. And so I keep trying to think, because a lot of people say, well, it's totally out of my control. And I've realized I don't think it is.
Anxiety is not out of your control.
The thing about anxiety
No.
is really have to, it seems out of your control because it's hard and scary and painful to do things that are way out of your comfort zone. But I found that the more I challenge that, the easier it becomes in those areas. Still, unfortunately, even after a lot of years of doing that, I still have my moments. Hey, now I'm patient with you too. So.
I know you are.
Is the chicken still cooking?
Yeah.
How's it looking?
So here's the thing. So I'm noticing when you have 2 layers, the chicken doesn't seem to brown very well. So the chicken seems like it's really taking a lot longer than it should. Although the chicken was partially frozen, so that may be my fault.
Well, and you're cooking it much lower than what the chicken actually is supposed to do.
Oh, that's true. I am cooking it lower than what the chicken is supposed to be. So let's see what we got here.
And it's probably supposed to be closer to the heater. Or,
Oh, true. Dave said it should be closer to the heat also. Yeah, you're probably right, actually, Dave. So I don't know about cooking 2 things together.
I think it's pretty.
Well, someone earlier said not to put the chicken on top because you don't want it dripping on the fries.
No.
But the thing is, if it's cooking,
Well, yeah,
Wouldn't
but you
it-
don't want your fries tasting like chicken.
well, I don't know. I was thinking about,
Mozzarella chicken is a pretty tasty thing.
I was going to agree with you, but then I realized, like you put biscuits down, then you put chicken on top of them so that the chicken flavors the biscuits.
Okay, so now this is a little hard to do on
Bye,
screen,
Rachel. Have a
but-
great night.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. So do the camera, Dave.
Oh.
So the chicken looks like it still needs to go longer.
Kimberly, we don't know if it's hard to clean it, although it doesn't look like it would be. Is it just glass?
Yeah, it looks like it would be pretty. So the top is browned, but the bottom isn't.
Maybe
So
just flip them over. We could stick it on the.
we'll flip them, and I'm going to turn this up higher. Let's see, chicken. Oh, no, the chicken was higher than it should have been.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. It says 375, and I had it at 450.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 450 for the fries, folks.
You know what? Let's just zap this puppy up to 480 and see what happens.
We're going to singe it.
Okay.
You know, you can. Well, you
So
could
we've
do-
got a lot going on right now.
I forgot that's hot.
Oh, are you
Holy
okay?
cow.
Oh,
Yes,
your
I'm
hands under
fine.
cold water.
No, it's good. I was gonna say let's pick up the riser thingy and stick it under the chicken, so it's closer to the heat.
Well, yeah, but it's all messy now.
Okay, whatever.
Okay. Any other comments?
Thank you.
Amazing Grace Ranch. I think I'm like that too. It's exhausting. I'm always trying, to keep everyone happy so they don't get upset or angry. I think I learned that growing up in an abusive home. I think you
Yes.
did too, because
You did.
I know for a fact that's where I got that from. And the thing is, it doesn't necessarily have to, like for some people, they say, well, my home life was fine. Maybe so, but if there's some sort of traumatic event where a person felt like things were completely out of control and they felt like seriously threatened.
Or you had a critical parent.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some situations where it doesn't have to be abusive, but if it was abusive, then definitely that often leads to
Yeah.
stuff like that. And the main thing is a lot of people say, I just can't control it, and everyone else should kind of work around my anxieties. And what I've realized is it's like living your life in a bubble. If you can either be pushing out on it and the bubble gets bigger and you get more relief, or it's pushing in on you and it's going to suffocate you completely.
They
And
want
so-
the link.
When people, the link for what? Oh, the front. Okay. And I think that, unfortunately, a lot of people, because they are afraid to face it, it kind of suffocates them more and more. And I realize there's just so much. There's a lot of difficulty in pushing against it, but it's so much better after you do.
Well, and we've been through a lot. I mean, counseling several times of counseling. Counselors didn't work. Counselors were jerks. So counseling, medications, all that kind of thing. So, we've done a lot to help with it. And there's been a huge improvement. And honestly, I think being a Christian, the fact that Mike's a Christian, we see this in his family where he's the only Christian and he's the one that's able to deal with it. The rest of the family isn't dealing with it. And it's not good.
Well, I felt bad because 20 years ago, I had a family member ask me, how are you dealing with this better than me? And I talked about Jesus, and I also talked about forgiving. And this family member said, I will never forgive. And I was thinking, that's not going to be a good thing. And I hate to say it.
And all they've done is spiral.
But it's been a major spiral for this person. And I feel really sad about that because we were almost at the same point.
Yeah.
And now we're very diverged. And I think that the thing about the forgiving was, I think that what the person actually told me is, I will never forgive unless they apologize. And I realized that you shackle yourself when you say that, because in your mind, you're holding them accountable, but in reality, you're holding yourself prisoner.
Yeah.
And so those kinds of things, but definitely.
I mean, that's why the Bible talks about forgiving, because God knows that when you forgive someone, you're not forgiving them for them. You're forgiving them for you, so that you can let it go and move on with life. And I had a friend who basically was the same way and said, I'm never going to forgive them, and refused to get help for her anxiety and that kind of thing. And she was a mess. I mean, she controlled her entire family, unreasonably controlled her entire family. And she just couldn't deal. And she was horribly sick, had all these illnesses and sicknesses and everything. And frankly, it's because she didn't forgive and didn't get the help with counseling and stuff that she needed to help deal with that. And so, it totally ruins your life, but God tells us to do it for a reason.
So Elizabeth says that's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, I also saw a pastor one time demonstrating, and he said, you've offended me, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to come here, and I've got these handcuffs, and I'm going to handcuff you. And then he was like, now I'm handcuffed to you too. And that's really true.
And Mike refused to be handcuffed to that anymore. And it
just
doesn't mean that you don't have symptoms of the problem, even when you're done dealing with it. But you don't have to be handcuffed to it anymore.
Yeah, I just thought, you know what? I'm not playing the game anymore. I'm just going to stop.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I think a lot of people feel like if you have a disagreement with somebody and you say, well, I don't know, and they say, well, and you kind of go back and forth. And that's fine if you're having a legitimate conversation. But if it's just arguing or somebody just pressing on you so much, you don't actually have to play. So like when two people get into a big argument, both of them have to continue engaging the other one. And it may be that the other person gets the last word, but that's fine. Why do you need the last word? But then if you can disengage from that, I'm not saying hide from your problems, but I'm saying if you get to a point in a relationship where you realize I can't do anything here, then I'm not suggesting people just like abandon all their relationships. But what I'm saying is, like in the situation with my family, I tried for a lot of years to try to help them or to figure out a way to make that work. And I finally realized it's not going to work. And continuing to engage them in that isn't going to make it better because they don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I was thinking, I'm not fighting anymore. And I'm not responding, because the thing is, if you respond, you're still engaging.
Mm-hmm.
And I just realized, think what you want about me, but and I think that's a point you have to kind of come to, being able to let that stuff go, even if you feel like, you ended up with a short straw or something.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. All right, guys. I think our chicken is done. Woo. Okay, we're going to put it on the plate here, and we're going to do a quick taste test. By the way, guys, all our books are 50% off right now for We Don't Want to Move It sale. We have Volume 1, gluten-free, and our financial planner, all 50% off. Okay, here we go.
So do you think it's done?
Yeah.
It smells great.
Okay. So there's what it looks like. Ooh, that looks pretty good.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to let it cool for just a minute. We're going to see how it
So
tastes.
actually, I have to say, I didn't go into a lot of detail about all the things that happened, but Prairie Balabusta says, "Oh, I feel that, Mike. I realized I would never fix or help or change my abusive family members, so I went no contact for my own well-being. Best decision I ever made." Yes.
That's what we
And
had
I'll
to
tell
do.
you what happened in the midst of all that. I won't give all the details, but there ended up being a court action, and it was very
Mike's
ugly.
parents took us to court for something that,
because I was
shouldn't have.
violating their family system
yeah.
by not participating in their problem anymore. And what it seemed like they were communicating, they were the most angry about is I would not engage them in the combat anymore. I was just, I think it was very frustrating to have me not continue back and forth, but I was just thinking, I can't. So let me try this.
That is good.
What? Y'all are spoiling
This
it.
is really good.
It's really good.
Actually, did you put the ranch stuff on here?
Mm-hmm.
I hear I didn't put the recipe in for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
May I?
You can make a restaurant with that thing. Oh my goodness.
You could have a restaurant,
This is
huh?
fantastic. Wow.
It's hot. Be careful.
Good job with the air fryer without reading the directions and leaving the label on and the metal ring that's supposed to be on top. It still works. This, I would say,
I'm thinking we're
Tastes
gonna
pretty
like this thing.
this is a success.
Yeah.
And it's a success when we didn't even quite use it right.
So I'll figure out how to use it right, guys, and I'll do a couple of videos on using it. But I'm thinking we're gonna love this thing, don't you? Wow, that's pretty good.
Ditching the grind 3. How am I feeling about the move now?
After
Pretty
your
good.
brain zapping.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, good for that, but pretty good in general. I'm sure that's probably helping some, but also as I see, it's nice to visualize what has to happen before we go. And as I kind of see those things go, it's less of a fight in my mind to think about all that. In fact, one night I was overwhelmed by it all, and I got up and I thought, I'm going to write down all the things I know I need to do. And I just sat there and kept writing and writing until everything was out of my brain. So
Yeah.
I'm feeling good, though. Especially, it's nice to keep the end goal in mind, because I think we're really going to like the new house. And I think
Yeah.
we're going to really like the new town. And I think we're just...
After the traffic today, we were both like, okay, 3.5 more weeks. Or I think it's 4 weeks from today. 4 weeks from today, we're moving. So we're moving on a Wednesday, so we won't probably have a live show on Wednesday. Well, unless we can't get everything in the truck. Then we'll have to have a... So I came up with this brilliant idea. What do you guys think of this idea? I told Mike, I said, okay, so we can get help for moving. Maybe what we should do is say we'll pay everybody $150 in store credit. Whoever will show up and help us move. Can you tell we don't want to move? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. But somebody asked about the financial planner. No, this is not going to be reprinted. We decided it's better as a ebook than a print book for us to do. So we're going to not have this in print anymore. Volume 1, we have about 500, I can't remember if it was 500 or 700 copies left. Gluten-free, we have about 1,000 copies left. Listen, if you guys are part of Facebook groups, could you please spread the word about our sale, because we really don't want to move these books. And this is a darn tootin' good sale, 50% off. The only offer when we move or we're not printing a book anymore.
And I don't think I have to be gluten-free. I'm not eating gluten-free in general. But what I found about the stuff that Tawra makes out of this book, much of it I actually like better
Yeah, it's very good.
than the regular recipe. I'm not sure why. I think it's because there's a slightly different texture, and maybe what you have to do to make it taste good just adds that extra little over-the-top oomph.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think if somebody had to be gluten-free, this would probably be a godsend for them.
Common Sense University, I'm ready to go tomorrow if we could. So,
What'd she ask? Are you guys excited?
yeah.
Dave and
How
Jack
we
are
gonna
super excited.
Yeah.
And even BJ and Ellie. Ellie's moving out, so she'll have to be here at least a year. She signed a year lease, which is fine. I mean, no big deal. She had talked about possibly coming up afterwards, but we don't know yet. BJ, he has talked about coming up afterwards. We even have a sewer dump for his RV if he wanted to come up on our property. So who knows if they may follow us or they may not. I don't know. It's only a not a full day drive. It's a good drive, but it's not anything that's, you can't do in a day. As a matter of fact, we had talked about driving up there and driving back in one day, so it's not really that far that it wouldn't be hard to drive it.
Tracy at Amazing Grace Ranch says, if I wasn't in Indiana, I'd come help you move. We only had 3 women helping us, and my husband was the only man. It about killed the poor thing. Actually,
he tore a tendon last time.
Last time, I fell off the moving truck while carrying something heavy.
Yeah.
And tore a tendon in my ankle.
And we didn't know it for 2 years.
Yeah. And when we moved from Idaho, we didn't have really anyone there. And there was a reason you couldn't do anything. And I can't remember what was happening with your mom. So it ended up, our sister-in-law and I were primarily loading and unloading the truck. And
we had 4 kids, 6, 2, 2, and 1. Almost 1.
But our sister-in-law and I carried...
Or no, 6 months. Ellie was 6 months.
We carried the piano up onto the truck, and then the truck was too small, so we carried the piano off of the truck, and then we got a different truck, and we carried the piano back onto that truck.
Yeah.
And it was quite exciting.
So somebody said, Sherry said, somebody else said something about Mike's story. Mike has not shared his story. He may someday, but right now he doesn't want to publicly share his story, which is fine. So
I don't mind sharing some details. I don't know. I am not sure why. I was trying to, certain people that were involved were not the problem. And I don't really want to be, even the people that were the problem, I don't know. I guess I'm trying to not be, I don't want to talk about them particularly. I don't know. I'm not really sure what it is, but
you're trying to be respectful of your parents.
I'm trying to be
even
respectful.
though they did this stuff, it was still, So, does gluten-free have low carb recipes or just carb replacements for the gluten? Carb replacements for the gluten. So you don't, if you're eating low carb, I mean, yeah, there's tons of things in here that you can eat that's low carb. Just don't eat the breads and desserts. There's tons of really good recipes that are low carb, but the breads and all that, no, they're not low carb. They're just regular gluten-free breads.
Yeah.
So, and they're really good. So if you guys have a Facebook group or something or friends that are gluten-free, please spread the word for us and check the stars. Guys, we have 5 stars on our books because people absolutely love them. They absolutely love them. So, yep. Because they're really good, easy recipes that don't take long to cook. So, all right, guys, livingonadime.com.
Thank you all for being here. This was a great adventure today.
3 shows left in this kitchen.
Yep.
Only 3 shows left.
It'll be interesting to see what the new place holds for shows.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. All right, guys, please like, subscribe, share. Hit the bell notification if you subscribe and visit us at livingonadime.com for 50% off right now. We will see you guys next week. And don't forget to watch Friday's show. We had to call the ambulance.
Bye.
Bye.